Hey everybody, Chef Vince here at the Pritikin Center in Miami, Florida. Today we're going to show you how to make one of our favorite desserts, butterscotch pudding. Here I have 3 small sweet potatoes that I simply washed, wrapped in foil, and roasted them for about an hour. When you see the sugar start naturally oozing out of them, that's a good sign that they're ready to go. So all I'm going to do is simply put them into my blender, and we're going to mix them. I know the recipe is called butterscotch pudding, but we simply call it that because it sounds better. And there is no butterscotch going in here. It's simply maple syrup and some of these roasted sweet potatoes, but it really gives you a very strong flavor that very resembles butterscotch. So when you see that natural caramelization happening here, you're not going to get that putting them in a microwave, right? So when you roast them, the sugars naturally do that, and much better flavor and end product will come out of it. And the recipe calls for two medium sweet potatoes. If you want to go ahead and use 2, 3, it's really up to you. These are 3 small ones. That's what we're doing here today. So I went ahead and took those sweet potatoes. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of vanilla extract in here, about a teaspoon or so. We're also going to use maple syrup. This is a half a cup of maple syrup here. We're going to use 1 full cup of the Greek yogurt. Best tool in the kitchen is here, right here. This works better than rubber spatula sometimes. We're also going to use 4 ounces of a low-fat cream cheese. If you can find fat-free cream cheese, even better. All right. So go ahead and we'll add the juice of a half a lemon in there. And we'll turn it on and let it go. Now, normally I would use a food processor for this, but this blender will work fine because this has 3 blades coming up the side of it. This particular one is really unique. It's called a Ninja. BL770 is the model number of this one. I love this machine. And if you've ever visited us before here, you probably already know that. All right, turn it on, let it get nice and creamy and smooth. Now, what the lemon juice is achieving here is just kind of balancing it out, right? Just that little acidity helps bring out more flavor. It kind of strikes a balance and everything else. So it's not kind of sickly sweet. It has a nice balance. Now, the sauce I put into these little glasses is what we call our maple cream. This is a little bit of fat-free sour cream. You could also use fat-free yogurt. You could even use silken tofu. Now, we're also going to put a little tiny bit of maple syrup and lemon juice in here. That's all I have in this squeeze bottle already. So, this will allow you to get that in there easily in a squeeze bottle. You can pour this butterscotch pudding right on there, like that. Bang it down, get it all in there. And by adding that little bit of that sauce in the bottom, that kind of gives you that contrast. Now, I'm also going to show you how to make our granola here. It's our cereal crisp. So here, I'm going to use my food processor. Make sure it's not wet at all. Okay. Now, what we're going to do here is take a little bit of our crispy brown rice cereal. This is like a healthier version of Rice Krispies. We're going to put this into our food processor first, let that go for just a couple seconds so that can kind of grind up initially. Okay, a little bit more. Perfect. Now, if you want to put cinnamon, go for it. Not absolutely necessary, but it gives another little depth of flavor. Just a little tiny bit. Now we're going to put our whole wheat panko in here as well. Okay, now what's going to help this kind of give this a little bit more sweetness and help them all kind of caramelize together is a little bit of maple syrup. Just a little dash of it. And if you have a food processor that has the little opening, let this blend up as you're pouring the maple syrup into there. It helps it kind of incorporate a little bit more evenly and smoother. I don't have one of those, so it's not a huge deal, but it would work even better. Okay. So what we're going to do is bake this in the oven for about maybe 10 to 15 minutes until it crisps up. Now, from the magic of this video, I do have some already in the oven. Just spread that out. And then we'll toast this in there. Now, this is just going to give this nice little extra garnish on top. And here we go. Make this little crispy piece. You want to put some more blueberries or something like that, but that way you have a little bit of crunch factor with your butterscotch pudding. Enjoy.